Former NBA player Kevin Garnett exposes LeBron James for taking steroids, allegedly.
Bronny get a bucket on Bron right now?
Yeah, he can get a bucket on Bron right now.
Nope.
Yeah, he can get a bucket.
No way. Nope.
Nah, he can get a bucket on
Bron
his dad
averaging
right now.
25.
No, I didn't say he ain't. I don't care what he's doing, but he ain't sliding, playing that defensive level.
25? Nah. Lord, 25? You still, Lord, he dunking? He's still dunking the ball with.
I'm saying that Bronny can get a bucket on Bron.
I'm saying he can't. One rollout, get a bucket.
3 dribbles?
No way. I'm talking
he
about.
can get a bucket on him.
No.
Man, come on. That little dude explosive, bro.
He is, but you seen his dad? His dad on that Balco.
Yeah,
he on that new juice. His dad on that Balco. He on that new juice.
He's sliding like he used to.
Man, bro.
First and foremost, what grown man tucks his sweatpants into his socks? Tucks his sweatpants into his socks. As an old man, you should not be tucking your socks still. Tucking your shirt is one thing. Even tucking the pistol is another thing. I mean, I've even seen people still get tucked into bed late at night. I mean, what's next? Wear socks over your shoes, but to tuck your socks is complete violation. Flag on the play. It's a flagrant foul. Tucking your socks at 40-something years old is crazy. It's insane. They were having a discussion about Bronny James being able to score a point on LeBron James, which is one of the most dumbest discussions to have. It's not even logical when Bronny James can't even score a point on below average college players. I mean, we're talking about the worst player in USC history. But Kevin Garnett then admits something that we all know, and he tries to say it under his breath as if no one heard him. But we all heard the truth. For those of you who aren't familiar with Balco, it was a scandal involving the use of banned substances, performance enhancement drugs. So you had a bunch of professional athletes taking steroids. Barry Bonds, popular track runner by the name of Marion Jones. A lot of y'all may be too young to know about the Balco scandal, right? But a bunch of athletes, track stars and football players, baseball players were exposed for taking steroids, performance enhancement drugs. They were using something called the clear. So they were using undetectable steroids. Undetectable steroids does not show up in testing in none of your test results. It helps you beat all the testing. Next level type of steroids. And the mastermind who was behind this was a so-called sports scientific nutritionist coach, a mad scientist by the name of Victor Conte, who was the founder of Balco. So when you heard Kevin Garnett allude to LeBron James being on the new Balco, that's what he's referring to. So Victor Conte will help all these professional athletes break all these world records. In fact, he's even stated in multiple interviews that most of the world records that have been broken, or most of the world records that has been set, that most of those players were more than likely on performance enhancement drugs. He stated that a large percentage of athletes today in most sports are taking performance enhancement drugs in some way, some fashion. Now, Victor Conte will help all these professional athletes break all these world records, some of the most impossible records to ever break. And one of the most impossible records that me, you, your mama, your grandmama, your grandfather, not my dad, not my grandfather, not my uncle, me and you, your mama and your cousin too, would have never expected that no player in NBA history in 100 years to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. Even Chick Hearns, one of the Lakers announcers, stated that it would be nearly impossible for any player to be able to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. In other words, basically, things would literally have to go perfect in order for a player to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time scoring list. And for LeBron James to be able to do it, I'm not saying that he's working with Victor Conte. I'm not even saying that LeBron James is taking steroids, allegedly. What I'm saying is it is highly suspicious that he's breaking all these records at 39 years old, performing at a very high level and not showing no signs of declining. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was literally hobbling on one leg. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could barely get up and down the court as he was getting up there in age. So it was more believable that he was just trying to literally just stay around to break the record. LeBron James, on the other hand, this man is up in age, averaging 24 and 25 points per game, still playing heavy minutes. And people still want to sell to me, LeBron James is declining. No, he's not. He's still running up and down the floor. Even his posture, this man barely busts a sweat. But as you get up in age, you even run slower. Your body is hunched over. You can look at somebody and tell that they're old. Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, you can look at them and tell that they were old. They can't get up the floor like they used to. But LeBron James just shoots up the floor. He flies up the floor for somebody who's almost 40 years old. This man is dunking over Paul George, got more hops than Ja Morant. This man still jumping out the gym with the Zion Williamsons of the world, as if he got pogo sticks for legs. Even Father Time is sitting back looking at LeBron James like, not only are you defeating Father Time, you're defeating Grandfather Time. You guys heard me repeatedly try to paint the picture and basically put y'all on game, try to enlighten you guys. Y'all have seen my detective work. Y'all have seen me try to connect the dots, do great investigative work. This case isn't hard for any detective to solve. I mean, the truth is right in front of you. Victor Conti gave his athletes EPO, and what the EPO did, it made it to where you never get tired. It keep your energy levels up. So for someone like LeBron James, it's perfect because he's 39 years old. So it helps him with recovery and get right back into the gym. You can work out all day long without getting tired. Now, LeBron James has been accused of being on steroids allegedly throughout his entire career. Even you think back to the biogenics lab, someone close to him being caught for potentially having steroids. The proof is in the pudding. I mean, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it is not a chimpanzee, ladies and gentlemen. Even Tristan Thompson, who is under the Clutch Sports umbrella, popped dirty for taking steroids. Tristan Thompson has a really close relationship with LeBron James. We've seen multiple pictures of them spotted out together, coming from clubs, etc. So all these people around LeBron James just so happen to take steroids or be involved with something that has to do with steroids or performance enhancement drugs. He's around these people partaking in it, but he's not doing it. But we're to believe that this 39-year-old man, that this guy's just doing all this naturally. Speaking of the clear, it's clear as day that LeBron James is taking some kind of performance enhancement drugs, steroids, allegedly. All this is alleged. I'm not sure as to if Kevin Garnett was saying this simply because he was saying it under his breath, simply because he didn't think that no one would hear him. Me personally, I think that Kevin Garnett was saying it in a joking manner. That way, if he gets any pushback or people trying to cancel him, you know how the brosexuals would try to attack him on social media, he could say, man, I was just playing. It was just a joke. So that's a good way to cover for himself. Y'all remember when J. Cole said in the song Fire Squad, in the line he said, I'm just playing, but all good jokes contain truth. Same rope you climb up on, they hang you with. That's what Kevin Garnett was doing right there. It was intentional, but it was subliminal. But anybody who's smart enough knows that LeBron James is on performance enhancement drugs. They used to have a show back in the day titled Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. They should do a new show called Dumber Than an Elementary School Dropout. Even a dumb elementary school dropout is smart enough to know that LeBron James is doing some kind of performance enhancement drugs, allegedly. There's no way you could be dumb enough to think that LeBron James is not on steroids. He entered the league back in 2003. He has been a ball-dominant player since he entered the league, playing at a rapid, fast pace, pushing the ball in transition. He's a transitional player, playing upwards of 35 to 45 minutes. LeBron James has been in the postseason since 2005. So not only is he playing almost 70 to 80 games a season, he's also playing in the postseason, playing heavy minutes. And that's been going on from 2005 all the way till 2024. And you want me to believe that all of this is natural, but make that make sense. Still putting up big numbers as he did when he was in his prime years. How do you get almost 40 years old and still be in your prime? You're going to draw a ton of attention in your direction. See, LeBron James is still trying to make up in his career to try to catch Michael Jordan. He's trying to use numbers to win the GOAT debate. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was sitting at number 1 on the all-time scoring list, but nobody believes that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a better player than Michael Jordan. Not only did he accuse LeBron James of being on steroids, he accused him of being on that new juice, not the old juice, the new juice, that new juice that you can't find here in America. You gotta go overseas. You gotta go to Colombia like they used to do back in the days to go get that straight drop crack, that white, importing them white bricks straight to America, that pure cocaine. He say LeBron James is on that new juice, not that green tea frappuccino from Starbucks. That new juice that's undetectable, that turn you from a 39-year-old, have you performing like a 13-year-old. Energy levels through the roof. He talking about that new juice that'll turn you into the Hulk. And when I say the Hulk, I ain't talking about Hulk Hogan. I'm talking about the Hulk, the Green Man, Bruce Banner.